Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Valori Huntress. So today we're doing another cooking meal. This is called Italian peasant soup. I've been eating this for a long time now. Me and my husband both love this. I do this at least once a month, if not 2 or 3 times a month, depending on the weather. Like when it's winter, we eat a lot more of this. So here's what the ingredients are. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about this one or other recipes you want to see, please don't forget to comment. So first things first, this recipe takes normally a pound of chicken breast, but I choose to do ground venison with a bit of pork fat in there to help keep it all together. This is how we ground up our meat always. Then there's 1 can of cannelli beans, rinsed and then drained. I also use sweet Italian sausage. Now with sweet Italian sausage, I use all 5 links, and I'll usually break this up afterwards, after it's done cooking or while it's cooking. Then you're gonna need some spinach. This is about a bundle of spinach, at least at my local grocery store. I'll probably put half of this in there. It's already rinsed and everything. And then this here is 1 big 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I personally do not like the taste of tomato chunks, so I puree this. So this is all pureed and everything. I'll also be adding in a little bit of orzo pasta. If you would like, you don't have to, but I choose to always add a little bit more in. And then you will need at least 4 cups of broth. I've done it with chicken broth, I've done it with beef broth and bone broth, and I like all of them. But right now, all I have in the house is the chicken broth. So chicken broth it is. Alrighty, so next up is cooking the meat. So I got my big old cast iron. I love this thing. We're gonna cook the meat first. So usually I'll do either the venison first or the sausage first. Alrighty, and next thing is when it comes to the venison, when it's done, I'll actually leave it just like a pinch raw. Only because when you do it with the chicken, if you decide to do chicken and not ground beef, you can actually put the chicken, cut it up in chunks, and put it into the entire mixture as a whole. But when I do ground venison, I prefer to ground it up first like this, and then put it in there, slightly needing to cook with the juices and have everything mixed in there good. So with this next pot is when I'm going to put everything into here and then start cooking everything in here, but leave the sausage cooking in the other one. Sounds a little confusing, but it's fine. Oh, that's hot. Now, I always have the sausages without the casings on it. So I usually cut a long line in it, and then that's when I peel off the sausage casing. Preferably, I'd rather not have that in with my food, only because I want to have this meat be ground up. All right, next batch. Now I have this lovely little tool. That guy right there, how's that? So this guy, I love when it comes to this, because yeah, the meat does take a little bit, but it's easier to create ground meat with it. So now focusing on getting all the sauce into here. And then I got the cannelli beans. Alrighty, so really quickly, just so you guys know, the sausage is also slightly raw still, only because I'm going to be putting it in here and letting everything cook the rest of the way all in the pot. The other thing is I just put the cannelli beans in. You don't have to put as much meat in. I'm not that big of a fan of like just broth soups. That's just my own personal opinion. So I like to have more substance in there when I have my soups. So next up, we are going to add the somewhat cooked but not fully cooked sausage in. And then I'm gonna mix everything in. Sorry, I'm a little too tall. for my counters. So now I'm going to add in my broth. So for me, this is exactly how I'd want it. It's still soupy, but it's not just pure broth or anything for me. I'm gonna let this simmer now. I'm gonna wait to put in the orzo pasta, and I'm going to wait to put in the spinach until I'm done. I'm gonna let this sit for roughly half an hour. Make sure everything's cooked through. I'll just let it and just on a low heat and just let it go together. So, alrighty, so this guy's all done. So it's been sitting for about half an hour. Everything's all good and flavors are all mixing. Yay. Now the next thing that I'm gonna do, since this is so warm, is I'm gonna put in some of the orzo pasta and the spinach. I'm gonna turn the heat back on since I had it turned off just cause. This is the only way you'll get me to eat spinach. I'm not kidding. I really do not like spinach. Not a big vegetable person, but I'm trying. So the spinach will get all soft in here and all that good stuff. Also going to do this guy now. I put in the orzo pasta. It's gonna be all done. I'm not gonna put this whole thing in there. I'm just gonna put about maybe a cup. It depends on what you prefer. You don't have to put in the pasta if you don't want. The Italian peasant soup originally didn't have the pasta in it when I first learned about this recipe many years ago, but I like to add pasta now because I'm a huge pasta person. Because I'm Italian. So yeah, it's an addiction, but they'll be done after this. And it's done. So this is the Italian peasant soup with venison. So what I did is I put all the spinach in here and I just let it sit and get all good. You can still put more spinach in, like if you couldn't tell, this is all that I have left. You could put more in, but it's fine. Alrighty, so I hope you guys really like this video. Again, this is the Italian peasant soup with venison in it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you like this, and don't forget to go and check out all the other Girls with Guns recipes on their website. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.